It is time to make the sound to summon the stream. Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome back to Terraria. This continues my second ever world of Terraria. The first one having been swiftly abandoned after reaching hard mode and finding that I was insultingly ill-prepared for it. So, this world has been running for a couple streams now. I've done a fair bit of exploration. I have reached the oceans on both sides of the map. I have not yet beaten any bosses on this one. Alex, this is not my first time playing Terraria in the sense that this is not the first stream of it that I have done. But this is... the entire series has been my first time playing Terraria. So, I hope that clarifies it for you. Backseating and spoilers are not only encouraged, but welcomed throughout this series. Ideally, I want so much information thrown at me that it becomes actively impossible and unhelpful trying to follow all of it at once. That is the type of environment I hope to foster during these streams. And I have to say that so far, I think you know, my viewers have done an absolutely fantastic job adhering to that expectation. Like, I mean, my first playthrough, you know, going up through the wall of flesh, reaching hard mode, crashing out and abandoning that world because hard mode was hard. You know, I was in a perpetual state of confusion and uncertainty, thanks to all the help that I was getting. And honestly, that's exactly what I was going for. So this world I have been doing considerably slower on, taking my time a lot more carefully, you know, being much more cautious. And I have to say that reaching hard mode for the first time was so profoundly unpleasant an experience that it very nearly had me just stop playing Terraria completely. Like, I was that put off by the experience of entering hard mode for the first time. So I am in absolutely no rush at this time. Which isn't to say I have been, like, wasting time either. I have very, very much been trying to, you know, find things that are, you know, helpful. I'm trying to progress, but the main thing I'm looking for is just, like, a bunch of treasures. Like, I'm trying to find a bunch of chests so I can start, you know, collecting up some accessories and other stuff. And I have just had absolutely terrible, terrible luck finding chests and treasures on this run. I had hoped that I would be able to find, like, a giant tree, like I had in my first world. The kind that have a bunch of, like, you know, subterranean parts with chests and whatnot. This world does not have any. So, unfortunately, that simple option is not available to me. But I am hopeful that if I keep up my focus, that I will make it work. Give me one moment. You'll have to excuse me. The game minimizes every time I try to tab out of it. We're just going to move chat over there for today so it doesn't cover up the mini-map, so you can all see where we are a little more clearly. Whoop. There we go. Also, my achievements are broken. They don't save between my sessions. Can't really account for that one either, but it doesn't interfere with my ability to enjoy and play the game, so not too worried about it. But anyway, now that we actually have the stream going, I think it's time to start popping my potions and searching for treasures a little bit more aggressively. So, let the search begin. And already it looks like we've gotten some good ores and stuff. So we're just going to prioritize finding ore and treasure. And hopefully that ends up going well. This will be my last stream for a little over a week. I'm going on a vacation starting tomorrow, and it is the first, like, proper go-somewhere vacation I have had in over 10 years, so I am much looking forward to that. I will be making an excursion to the distant and magical realm known only as Kentucky, which I have been assured is quite lovely. So, who knows? Maybe with Uma Musume being so popular, I will encounter I don't know, pilgrims. Gotcha pilgrims. Traveling to the places of power and importance. Probably not, but then again, the world is a very strange place, so you never really know what kind of insanity you're going to run into. It's going to be nice. I'm looking forward to it. So, yeah, I am hoping to accomplish something meaningful today. My hope is that at the very least, I can find myself out fighting and defeating the Eye of Cthulhu. Still... Hello, Denidal. Welcome to the stream. Is that... I think that's platinum, isn't it? No, that's silver. Okay. Well, silver is good, too. You gonna look for the summoning item or craft it? I did not realize you could craft it. So I was planning on just looking for it. Okay, archery potions, shoe spikes. Archery potions could be useful against the Eye of Cthulhu. We've still got 2 minutes on... Oh, okay. It looks like there's a lot of chests, or a lot of pots over here. With that many pots, maybe it indicates some kind of structure or something? Nope. Damnable bats. Less than a minute left on my treasure sense potion. And unfortunately, I only had 2 of them. Since spoilers are encouraged, Demon Eyes drop lenses. Those you can craft the summoning item at altars in the evil biome. Ah. Luckily, I have, in fact, scoured the world, and I know exactly where my corruptions are. Last time I was able to find a few sky islands, so thankfully I am now immune to fall damage, which is, in my opinion, one of the most important things I can get. Still not really seeing much in the way of treasure chests, though. I'm suddenly realizing I never actually broke that treasure chest. Ah, screw it. It may genuinely just be quicker and easier to craft it than waiting to find a chest. Die, Mother Slime! Ah, the Mother Slime splits. I see. Okay, I do have one more Spelunker potion, so I am hopeful that I will come across something. But, yeah, you are... Yeah, it is probably going to end up being necessary to craft the summoning item. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. I think I actually had, like, a pretty good first world for this game. But, of course, I didn't really have the capacity to properly appreciate it at the time. A rally. What is a rally? A rally is some kind of a weapon. Ah, that's what it is. It would be a luck factor to find it in chests. However, if you made up your mind to craft it, remember that the evil biome may be difficult to survive long enough. I've had enough experience with the evil biome. I'm not saying that I believe I'll make it in and out okay. I'm saying that I understand the danger it would place upon me, and I'm not worried about the almost inevitable fact that it would kill me. I do wish I'd been able to craft just, like, a truly crazy number of these Spelunker potions, though. In the end, I wasn't able to craft nearly as many as I had hoped for. And I have no idea what I would do with Amethyst, but we may as well get some when we have the opportunity. This, on the other hand, is platinum, and that is absolutely worth my time. So, first part of the stream today, we are definitely going to just dig. We're just going to stay digging. Ooh. This looks a little different. A Zealous Rally, which gives plus 5% critical strike chance. Yeah, I'll frickin' take that. We have just a little bit longer on our current potions. So let's just dig down and see what we can find. I don't know what that is over there. It's something. Looks like maybe a plant of some kind. Ah, okay. Cobwebs, yes. There we go. You guys are making me pop my buffs here. So, what is that? Orange bloodroot. Okay. And we really don't need all those torches there. I'm sorry my English is hard to understand. No, not at all. I can understand you perfectly. I'm not having any trouble at all. You've been able to communicate quite clearly. Okay. There we go. Kill the thing. Kill the thing. The rally is a yo-yo. You can hold the yo-yos and move it around. However, each yo-yo has a certain amount of duration of how long you can hold it. Ah, interesting. Alright. This is my last Spelunker potion of the day. So let's make sure we don't waste it. I appreciate all these miner zombies just serving as their own light source. Very convenient. We are coming back with a lot of ore from this excursion. Okay. Oh. Yeah, you can just hold that. Oh, that's nice. I've gotten a few bombs at this point. So let's start applying them. Very nice. Okay, we got a plunger. Nice. Everyone knows that you should always place your plungers directly on top of your explosives. Honestly, not a bad set of stuff. Okay. Does anybody know what exactly I need to craft the summoning item for the eye? Or is it literally just, yeah, is it literally just the lenses and nothing else? Fauna, blink root seeds, glowing mushrooms, orange bloodroot, nothing else, just lenses. Okay, good. The rally, the cactus sword. Materials. How many lenses does it take? I've got 15 lenses right now. I don't know if that's actually going to be enough. It takes 6. Oh. Okay. Well, then, yeah, I can definitely do that then. We'll just put our various potions in here, I guess. This archery potion is definitely coming with me. Topaz definitely counts as ores and gems. But what I need is arrows. Wooden arrows. Do they require stone? Yes. Okay, wooden arrows. There. That is slightly more arrows than I had before. We gonna go range? For right now. You can always go to the grab. Yes, I could go to the guide, and he would be very helpful. But he's also not here right now, which is a little unfortunate. So the closest corruption is this way. And this fissure will definitely take me down to some altars. Did I actually grab the lenses? Of course I didn't. Why would I have actually grabbed the lenses? So it was great early game range weapon. Can you give me some more information on that? There we go. Shut up. Damnable owl. Do. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. Hello. I like this yo-yo. Underground ice biome chats have the potential to harbor great early game cannons like the snowball cannon. Ooh. I didn't even consider underground snow. That might be a better place to explore then. But first we are going to do an Eye of Cthulhu. Or 2 or 3 or something. I mean, I can afford to make 2 of them, and they're not exactly hard to fight. Yeah, is that the special boss in the snow, the one that only appears during a blizzard? Oh. There we go. Okay. We're not going to stop and fight. We're just going to make our way to the fissure and drop in. Down we go. Okay. Altars. We're going to make 2 eyes. And back home we go. And then, you know what? Just because I can. Let's do this. Hello, sir. Quite frankly, the yo-yo might just be better. Yeah, I think the yo-yo is doing better. I agree you should build an arena. I mean, I can get around to building an arena, but it's just classic. I beat this god my first time without any issues. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, phase 2. This part's actually easier just because he doesn't move so damn much. There we go. Drop another quick heal. Yo-yo's kind of ideal now. There we go. Alright, we've got some nice basic stuff, including some demonite ore. So, I don't actually remember what the next, like, thing I actually do now is. I know that there was some progression reason to fight that boss first. I would assume it's probably because of the demonite ore. Oh, it gets Dryad. Okay. That went very well, I think. So, I think underground ice should be our next stop then. Which unfortunately means that we have to go back this way, stop pooping on my house, and cross through to the other side of the corruption. Do you know about pylons? Yes, I do. So far, I can't afford any. But at least in the previous episodes, I did spend the time and the effort to make the corruption traversable. And I did get sunflowers planted on each side. So at least there's something I'm not going to have to worry about until we get into hard mode. Assuming I ever bother taking this world into hard mode, which I'm sure I will. Near as I can tell, it really seems like 90% of the content in Terraria is locked till after you enter hard mode. And then hard mode is just an absolute nightmare of a difficulty spike. It is not how I would have chosen to design a game. But it all works. Are you going for the Ranger class? I am basically going for whatever I end up finding stuff to actually support. So, ostensibly, if you placed a button in front of me, and whichever button I pressed, I was guaranteed to find early game stuff leading me in that direction, I would press the Ranger button for this character. But I'm flexible. Death to penguins. Alright, this looks like a good place to dig. In the beginning, you even have a stage in which you only mine 3 different progressive ores before fighting the first hard mode bosses. The corruption can still spread if there are grass samples underneath the dirt. Be careful about that. Alright, I will be sure to remember that. This one does 16 damage per hit, but it doesn't have the higher crit chance. I swear that sometimes the contextual selector in this game is dedicated purely to using whatever tool you clearly don't want it to use. Alright, we now have a dryad. Need another sip of my coffee here. And that is the rest of the pot. Here we go. This looks promising. What is this? Oh, that was a pot. Yeah, on my first character, I was playing as Summoner, which I was enjoying, and I was having a perfectly fine time with. But the degree of the increase in difficulty once I hit hard mode was simply so great that I was basically not able to progress. I simply did not have the kind of damage output that I needed to, like, really keep going. And I pretty much spent an entire stream just banging my head against the wall and ultimately not even getting close to feeling like I was at a level of relative power that I had prior to entering hard mode. So I just got super frustrated with the game. I bought 1,200 bombs, and I blew up my entire base and everything in it and made huge holes in the ground with my bombs, purely to vent my rage, and then I deleted that world. And after that, I didn't know if I was going to play Terraria again. It genuinely was such a profoundly negative experience. But the week after that, I was back, started a new world, see how it goes. So the goal is to find some underground chests. Here we go. And not only does Summoner have, like, the worst defense, but it also has such incredibly specific requirements for upgrading your offensive capabilities as well. Like, you absolutely have to go out and kill these specific mobs, or you're just not going to increase your relative power. You didn't get Firecracker Whip from Wall of Flesh on your first try? I did not. Although, I did resummon the Wall of Flesh a second time, and that time I did get the Firecracker Whip. Even then, it was just a nightmare. It was extremely unpleasant. And it also didn't help that hard mode was active for less than 20 minutes before the biome spread locked me out of being able to teleport to my ice biome, which was one of only 2 biomes I had managed to get a pylon for, and which was actually prioritized for that purpose because it was very, very difficult to get to and had a lot of important stuff around it. So that was another thing that sort of pissed me off. And on top of that, and because I did not look up anything from external information sources until after I had finished that stream where I beat the Wall of Flesh. But that's when I actually started looking up a lot of stuff. The Wall of Flesh was not hard. Struggling against him was not the problem. But what really is the reason that motivated me to abandon that world completely, and that character, was because my explorations led me to realize that the new biome spread on hard mode was absolutely going to ruin my, like, a large portion of my jungle biome before I had any ability to make use of underground jungle. And as far as I understand it, that basically makes hard mode completely a lot more difficult if you lose access to a lot of your jungle. So that was the thing that truly motivated me to abandon that world. Still just hoping to find basically anything here. In my opinion, biome spread is an absolutely dog shit mechanic. The way it has been implemented. I think biome spread, if you want to have it in a game that effectively serves as, like, a sandbox, you need to have ways to easily mitigate it. Otherwise, you're basically just dealing with something that is destroying your whole world. And when I started reading up on it and began to fully appreciate the mechanics of the biome spread, I was genuinely left baffled why anyone would introduce a mechanic that functions that way in a game with this kind of a design. I truly do not understand it. But, you know, that's okay. I don't think that, in general, Terraria is really a game for someone with my preferences in games, you know? Like, I'm playing it, I'm enjoying it. Terraria, it's never going to be, like, my obsession. You know, it's never going to be, like the biggest thing for me personally. So, it doesn't really matter if I disagree with how the mechanics work, because at the end of the day, it's for someone else. It's for someone who would appreciate and enjoy the game to a greater degree than I do. But what's weird is that I basically can't find anybody who's like, yeah, I love Terraria because the biome spread is such a good mechanic. Like, I can see people who defend it as a design choice, but I can't find anyone who actually enjoys it. That's what surprises me. Yep, that's a house. And houses mean chests and treasure. Now all we have to do is get in there. No one loves this game. We hate this game 100% and love it 100% at the same time. Exactly, exactly. That's what I mean about it not being for me. There are people who love this game and hate this game more than I do. And they're the ones that the mechanics should be built for. Okay. Silver coins, recall potions, shurikens, rope, angel statues, bombs, a ruthless ice boomerang. Yeah, I think that's gonna be what I want. Also a bunch of rubies in the wall for some reason. And we are absolutely taking that chest too. Okay, fairy. Where are you taking me? I see. The only troll we should worry about isn't the guy that summons a boss while we were building an arena for multiplayer. It's Regid himself for making this game. Alright, well, since I have been forcibly returned to camp, let's put down a chest. And at last, I finally have a consumables chest. Alright, ores and gems. Quick stack all those. Rubies can go in there. Wood and crafted items. Boreal wood, just quick stack. Blocks, quick stack. Also, slush. Ice blocks. I think that is it for that. Demonite ore can go in there. Fauna, silverthorn, corrupt seeds. Throw in the mushrooms. Weapons and unsorted. The rallies can go in there. but consumables are being moved. So take all those consumables. The shurikens go in here. Ores and gems gets the lead ore. Materials gets the lenses, the stars, the gels. Rotten chunks. Wooden crafted is... Oh, nope, that's blocks. Extra torch types can go in here. Let's see, what else? Miscellaneous, we can put in the statues. The campfire. Armor and accessories gets the umbrella hat. Consumables gets all of the various food items. Recall potions. Platforms can go there. The miscellaneous gets the statue. Do you know where you're at in progression? I have beat the Eye of Cthulhu. And that's it. Make the gender change potion so you can come out to us. I actually have something to say on that subject. It's going to be a little controversial, and I would really ask for everybody's patience and support. But the unfortunate fact is that I am, in fact, a cisgender, heterosexual, white male. And that is about as exciting as I get. Do you know the use of banners? I do not. Please, share that. I would very much like to know. Okay. Instant unsubscribe. No, no, come back. I can turn on my PNG tuber model. I could also turn on my VTuber model if I felt like it. I honestly don't use it much. Mostly it was something that I played around with out of pure curiosity and interest in the technology from a, like, purely, curious point of view. Banners are useless. You toss them out. Ah. Gotcha. Alright, let's do this again. Just for the hell of it. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. There you go. Just chase me horizontally. That's what I want. That's my boy. Oh, I love how much you're cooperating with me on this fight. Oh, it's such a nice change of pace. Much better. There we go. I would recommend making some more better exposure. There's one called Magiluminescence Made with demonite, crimtane bars, topaz, and an anvil. Okay. Demonite bars, and topaz. We will see if I have enough topaz to do that. That guy was such a friendly and cooperative enemy this time. Nice. Does everyone like my T-shaped house? And keep in mind, this question is worth 70% of your final grade. And also, it's a trick question. Oh, God, yeah, I got plenty of that. Okay. Piggy bank. Okay, we definitely have enough to buy some pylons now. So, honestly, probably best to buy it back in the ice biome. Okay, so the Magiluminescence increases movement speed and acceleration, provides light when worn. Yep, that's what we're going with. Okay. Now, what do I want to get rid of? Honestly, probably this radar. Antlion mandibles. We don't need no antlion mandibles there. Miscellaneous, you can have the trophy. Materials can have the lenses, the stars. Mandibles. Ores and gems, put back all of that. And the fauna gets that. I would replace the radar, yes. The radar works in your inventory as well. Oh! Yeah, can't I... Ah. Fascinating. Okay. Well, back we go. Steve in-game versus Terrarian with no armor, a broken copper short sword. I don't know enough about how late-game Terraria works to really make a judgment on that. But the fact that the Terrarian can objectively carry more than Steve is genuinely terrifying. And that alone is enough reason to put my faith in them over Steve. I think you favorite it with Alt. That should let it remain in your inventory. Oh, yeah, there's the favoriting thing. Alright, back to the ice. We are going to continue our underground explorations. See what else we can find. Actually, hold on. Pausing for a sec here. What were the conditions to summon the the Eater of Worlds, do I just have to, like, hit some altars and then isn't that it? Or am I thinking about something else entirely different? Blow up 3 shadow orbs. Honestly, that might be worth doing. I really had very, very little in the way of, like, genuine progress. So, I think it would actually be fun to just knock out at least a couple bosses on this. And especially considering that, I mean, I'm not even going to be, like, streaming next week at all. It would be nice to, like, have really achieved something, you know? Okay. So... the problem is reaching any of the orbs. Do bombs work on this terrain? They do. Okay. Well, then there's 2 shadow orbs right there. Cool. Come on. Nope. Cool. Alright, that's 1 down. Whoa, okay, I just got a quick musket. That's pretty cool. Having a lot of trouble hitting this. Can I angle the bomb such that it doesn't... Right. Okay. I can use some platforms to make sure the bomb lands on the platforms. Actually, let's just do regular wood. There we go. Okay. Now a bomb. Bomb at rest. There. Worth it! Oh, was this not a shadow orb, or... There we go. Okay. Cool. Alright, so I only need 1 more. And it looks like this is going to be our target. Ah. Well, in that case... let's just seal myself in real quick while my health regenerates. The second orb dropped a weapon on the ground. Did it? The first one dropped a musket. Whoop. Yes, it dropped a ball of hurt. Honestly, might be better in close quarters than the boomerang. Y'all, what do you do when you're doing this? Yep, Ball of Hurt, good weapon against Eater of Worlds. That's what I was thinking. Cool. Yeah, I didn't quite think that one through very well. Do you have a hook? Nope. I need my money back. Yeah, I actually used a weapon like this. It might have actually been the same one in my first character. So I am well aware of how awesome this one is. Not to mention I enjoy getting rid of the grass. My eyes are very tired. Summon Wall of Flesh and kill the opponent's pieces. Terrence the Arms Dealer has arrived. Okay. I assume that he has showed up because I found a gun. Unless he's just like a specific type of traveling merchant. There are many things about the design of this game mechanically that I am not the biggest fan of, but that is not to say that I do not absolutely recognize and appreciate. I mean, I am still incredibly impressed by everything this game has to offer. This game is genuinely so impressive. Okay. Here we go. We just drop a little bomb here. And that will be the third Shadow Orb. Cool. Now let's escape. Yeah, that is a slight escalation of health from the last boss. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Ah. So leaving just causes it to despawn then. Great. Well, so much for that. Anyway, we can proceed with our original mission, getting a pylon in the ice biome. It's not like it's going to be particularly hard to resummon it. Ow! Jerk. I'm gonna steal your damn money. Maybe need the cyborg for that? Eater of Worlds has to be fought in the corruption. It can be fought above ground, however. Yeah. And I didn't have any way to access the surface anymore. I hadn't bothered to, like, arrange some ropes. That's okay, though. There's other fissures in the ground. And if I just use my bombs a little more intelligently and conservatively, I'm sure the 7 that I have will be sufficient to find some more shadow orbs in this other fissure. Just make worm food? I don't know how to make worm food. Alright, hello everybody. You sell a snow pylon. That is something I would very much like. You also sell musket balls. And now I have 1,000 of them. Cool. And... oh, you have a squirrel hook. Nice. There we go. Alright, back we go. Oh. How did I miss this chest? Dude, do you mind? I am trying to build a rope. There. Excuse me. My apologies for ignoring you, good sir. Okay, still... there we go. There. How fast can the gun shoot? Okay. Not bad. Alright, down we go. So, first thing, we are going to build a rope back up. There we go. Excuse me. You are all being extremely rude right now. And I don't appreciate it. There we go. Some nice rope. Okay, shadow orbs. At night you can buy the illegal gun parts from the Unshark. Ooh. Okay. Illegal gun part sounds fun. Whoop. There. The backseating is encouraged. Yes, Carpina. Backseating in my Terraria streams, backseating, spoilers, aggressive critique, these things are not only permitted, they are not only encouraged, they are, in fact, mandatory. So, if you know anything about this game, if you think you know anything about this game, if you suspect that if you've never heard of Terraria, but you suspect that you might have accidentally stumbled upon some limited understanding of the game while observing my fumbling around, you are under an obligation to share that information. Ooh, a strong musket. I think the faster one is generally better. He's so trash, he needs help, chat. I really do. Okay. Shadow orbs. Here is another shadow orb. Whoop. Nope. Thank you. Unfortunately, with only 2 bombs left, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to find the last orb that I need. Hello. Goodbye. Hello. Hello. Would you mind buggering off, good sir? Purchase more bombs from the demolitionist. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to as well. Wow, that is a long freaking fall. Oh, hey, I got more bombs. Cool. Whoa, whoa. We'll just put some wood here. Put a bomb there. There we go. Okay. Below you is a marble biome. It has an enemy called the Hoplite. Killing a few can drop a decent armor set and a short sword called the Gladys. Ah. Okay. Wood platforms. More rope. We need to be able to climb back out of this pit. Okay. Okay. Let the adventure begin. Hello. Cool. That was a lot of damage. But let's get back to the surface. Whoa. Yeah, that's going pretty well. Oh, this is going so well. Alright, here it comes. Oh, right! I found the thing to increase my maximum life. I literally forgot. I'm gonna be honest, this is going pretty damn well. Yeah, I think I got this under control. Uh-oh. Rope, please. Oh, god damn it! And that's about to despawn it, isn't it? God fucking damn it. That pisses me off so much. But I did get the scales. Got 42 of them. So that is at least a step in the right direction. That just pissed me off. At one point there, I was just trying to go through the boss so I could reach the other side of him and grab the hearts that were there. But I was constantly being subjected to pushback in the other direction. And as a result, couldn't do it. So what we need is the Nightmare Pickaxe, which is 12 and 6. Okay. I feel that victory was stolen from me. In complete honesty. Okay, it just requires regular anvil. Not that it makes any, like, actual meaningful difference, but it's just annoying, you know? Okay, Demonite bars. Nightmare pickaxe, which can mine hellstone. There we go. Alright, consumables. Let's start putting away our various finds. As far as miscellaneous goes, gravestones, banners, gravestones. For weapons... Honestly, I kind of like having my musket, but the rest of these things can go in here. Tools will start going in a different area. That's... not a thing. Shurikens, throwing knives, grenades. The bow. Armor and accessories includes the shackle. That thing, the egglet, which is better than my other egglet. Materials. Shadow scales. Worm tooth. This chest is going to be tools, which includes all of those. This chest no longer has to be labeled for the unsorted. I think he's going for range. Yeah, I should go and see the demolitionist before the night is up. Blocks. Quick stack. Also, ebonstone. Okay. Corrupt torches. Demonite ore, demonite bars. Umbrella. Honestly, I'll count that as a tool. Let's warp on over. Okay, no, I need a pylon to warp to a pylon. Right. Okay. You sell a dye vat. You sell the forest pylon. do I have that I could sell? Honestly, all these extra weapons I can probably go ahead and sell. Since I'm not going to be using those. I'm not going to be doing anything with mods. Plenty of people have suggested a Calamity mod. It sounds objectively unpleasant to me, and I have no interest in it whatsoever. Okay. There we go. Pylon. So what do you sell, my good friend? Illegal gun parts that I definitely can't afford. Mini shark. Flintlock pistols. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and place a bed here. And we're going to temporarily set that as my spawn. Honestly, things are going pretty well. It really pisses me off how that fight against the Eater of Worlds ended. Like, that genuinely bothers me. Hello, hello. Okay, this area isn't even corruption. Okay. Bomb. Playing this game's a way to gamble while not, What did that say? Playing this game's a way to gamble while not enjoying this game. Okay. Put some nice wood here. Okay. There. Hello, everybody. Finally, some stuff I can actually break again. That's a bunch of silver ore. that I don't necessarily think I need. A goblin army is approaching from the west. Of course it is. Why would a goblin army not be approaching from the west? That slime was absolutely dedicated to the YOLO. Okay. More bombs, always a pleasure. Goblin army has arrived. Cool. Hello. Welcome to my home, goblins. So, my solution for... Jeez! Okay, goblins have learned the ancient secret of opening doors. Damn it. Yeah, Goblin Tinker will be nice to have. Oh my god, these damn mages. Whoa, okay. Another pack of ranged boys. Oh, good. It's a blizzard. Okay. So, that might be a problem. Also, I just fell. Come on. Ugh. Damn it. So, how do you actually summon that, that snow boss who only shows up during blizzards? What are the conditions for that thing spawning? Just wait till midnight? Okay. Cool. Alright. Doing okay. This place is not nearly as defensible. But at least it can make me rich. Come on. Come on. Come on. There. Goblin army has been defeated. Not bad. When I become a teacher, if I want to touch a school ever again, after becoming an adult, I'm going to have to explain why the students all have Doritos and Fanta paid with my money every day. That's quite kind. Okay. That sucked. It did make me a lot of money, though. So, that's a plus. I literally can't tell what time of day it is. Like, I'm wondering if it's worth waiting around for the deer boss that's definitely going to destroy me or not. For future events like those, if you want to choose them, you can build lava traps. That's a pretty good idea. You all saw it. That penguin was coming right toward me. Thank you for the glow stick, Mr. Flying Fish. That penguin was also coming right toward me. Whoa. No, I didn't want you to make me go up. I don't know why you assumed that. I can't tell if it's becoming later in the day or if I'm closer to dawn. I also noticed that the blizzard abates when I go... Ah. Well, I suppose that answers my question. Yeah, that is a pretty bad blizzard. I do not think for a second I can actually fight this thing, whatever it is, but... I mean, I'll give it my best shot. Why do you eat Delta? Who is Delta? Why is Delta? So, the thing you have to remember is that the greatest forces in this universe are achieved through, change, which is generally expressed as delta in equations. So you see, only by consuming the power of delta do I achieve the ability to manifest whatever future I desire. There we go. A nice, long walkway. Probably just what I need. Deer clops won't despawn if you die, by the way. That is good to know. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. Okay, nice. That penguin is not coming right for me. Can't wait for you to marry your future wife. Probably doesn't exist in Terraria. I have been married for over 10 years, unfortunately, so the odds of me meeting my future wife seem unlikely. But it certainly isn't beyond the realm of possibility. I merely think it's improbable. Ruby Gemcorn. What the hell is a Ruby Gemcorn? Congrats / my condolences. Those two penguins were coming right toward me. They were coming right towards you. Why have you failed us? Because I wanted to give them another shot. My mercy nearly killed us all. Hello. Come right for us! It's okay. We're safe. There we go. Alright. Gemcorns will grow gem trees in the underground, which drop the corresponding gem. Ah, fascinating. Happy. Okay, so apparently for a brief moment in time, I was happy. I am no longer happy. Regit didn't bother making it so the jungle can be infected by the Hallow biome. Huh. So, I mean, is this thing gonna show up, or... Ah! The penguin could have killed us all. Okay. That one actually wasn't coming right for me. I just wanted to kill it. That penguin was actually a wanted war criminal. He was one of Pol Pot's officers directed against... Well, if you know anything about Pol Pot, I would prefer not to get into their crimes. But trust me when I say that that penguin was a key accessory in some of the greatest humanitarian catastrophes of our time. Okay, there is no blizzard anymore. And those ones I just shot because I'm angry that the blizzard ended. Okay, well, no deer clops for us, I guess. So you have to be in the ice biome during a blizzard at midnight to get deer clops to spawn. Am I understanding that correctly? Ooh. Hello. What? Stop that. Band of Regeneration. I will absolutely take that over my shackle. Nice. Okay. The Penguins bombed Japan 2 times while everyone was blaming the US. I don't know if that one is accurate. I suppose anything is possible, but I'm relatively sure that that is not an accurate take on history. Okay. So, I think I'm actually out of shadow orbs. Which really kind of sucks. Okay, down we go. Never a good reason to turn down ore. Be careful, the penguins can get you when you least expected. Sometimes they wear human flesh like a skin of suit to trick their victims. Recommend farming new armor. Let it be ore armor or even molten. Yeah, I think you are completely right. And if we want another shot at the Eater of Worlds, we are going to have to travel to the other corruption in my world. Didn't actually mean to drop that bomb. Yeah, ore armor is probably just the easiest way to handle this. You might say Penguins is the Penguins leader, but people say I'm a conspiracist if I say that out loud. I mean, it's definitely a possibility. Oh, okay. Here is some stuff. And none of it was useful. That's unfortunate. Every streamer has reading problems, bro. That is because it is actually surprisingly difficult to split focus. Certainly some do it better than others, though. Sure. This looks like a good place for bombs. Ooh. There we go. There's some shinies. Okay. Has anyone told you about a elevator? I know how to do a elevator. I actually had one in my first world. Ooh. Do you see what I see? I see more maximum health. So I'm probably going to stream for around about another hour. And then that is where I will call it for the day. And then my next Terraria stream will not be until... let's see. Today is the 13th, so... next Saturday would be the 20th, so 27th? Whatever Saturday after next is. Ah, okay. I'm out of stuff. Okay. You know what? We'll just throw a bunch of bombs. There. Did I have to do that? No. Was it an efficient use of my time and abilities? No. But I did it anyway. Recall potions are definitely the thing I have the least need for. You have so much throwable stuff. Yeah, I know. Heart statue can drop hearts if you build an electrical circle later in the game. The mechanical NPC is locked behind the dungeon. You have Wormtooth. Yeah, but, like, what if 150 hours from now I'm playing this and I suddenly find myself in a situation where I desperately need 16 worm teeth? Ooh. Okay, okay, okay. That was a pretty good find. But realistically, I can definitely, get rid of this extra mirror, for sure. Use the life crystal. That's 2 more slots open right away. This guy hoards potions and RPGs for later. I really don't. I am actually very much the type of person who will use their elixir, even if it is only moderately more useful than the alternative. I am absolutely not the item hoarder type. Once upon a time in my youth, perhaps. Okay, marble. Marble's not really accomplishing a lot. That's a house. That is a house. Okay. Armored Band of Regeneration. +3 defense on life regeneration. That is great. Flaming arrows. Grab those. Let's see. Name something more useless than granite biomes. Bananas. Never really been a big fan of bananas. Okay, I have 1 silt block. That is useless. Get rid of those recall potions. There we go. We've gotten a chest. And a pot statue. I don't know how or why I would ever need that. There's a lot... There's a lot of pots on top of this house. 4 bombs. Those are worth grabbing. I'm not going to ever use Band of Star Power. Let's get rid of the acorns in order to grab the bombs. I'm ahead of... Alright, bye, Mustard. Thank you for coming by today. Always appreciated. Ooh. What is this? Teal mushroom. Some kind of a Pigron statue. Sure. Let's throw out this crappy band. Let's throw out these rotten chunks. Grab these and then head home. Cool. And back we are. Alright, let's resort everything. So as far as tools go, don't really have anything. We do have a lot of miscellaneous. We've got gravestones, statues. We can lay down some more chests. Armor and accessories. Put in those. As far as materials go, quick stack them. We've also got... nothing. Okay, as far as fauna goes, mushroom, teal mushroom, seed, silverthorn, blink root. Okay. Blocks. Quick stack. We've also got clay and marble blocks. Let's actually just grab all of our various ores and stuff. The weapons. You can have your shurikens, your spiky balls. Okay, how much? Some NPCs sell different items in the graveyard biome. I don't mind turning an area into a graveyard biome, but I don't know exactly where I want to place something like that yet. Lead bars. Very good. Demonite bars. Silver bars. And can't make any platinum, I think. A set of silver might be the best I can do. So 15, 25, that's 40, 60. Okay. It is still a lot of extra defense, and that is an objectively good thing. Going to assume none of the rest of that is really great. Oh, you're saying, like, temporarily turn the area into a graveyard biome and then just undo it once I'm done. That's not a bad idea. Okay. Well, we've definitely got some better stuff now. I can't remember. I can't remember what it took to make the Spelunker potions. For quality of life, you can just right-click an armor piece. Buy a piggy bank. Oh, I did. I have one. Who's living in the jungle these days? Just Luigi? No one else? Okay. It's Platinum, Blinkroot, and Moonglow. Okay. Nothing there that really interests me. Blinkroot can be found underground Moonglow in the jungle, if I'm not wrong. Okay. Ouch. I'd check with the guide, though. I think you're right. That's pretty much what I was remembering as well. Hello. How do you like living here? Alright, let's head to the other corruption, where I will definitely not be able to reach any of the shadow orbs, because I've only got 4 bombs on me. Actually, I should place the bed back here, though. You can check the bestiary entrances for the NPCs. The displayed back row there is their preferred place to live. Ah, interesting. Okay. Definitely getting close to that corruption. There's some moon glow. I think the moon glow goes underground, but again, not sure. And the underground jungle is more hell than hell. Yeah, underground jungle is no fun. Alright, down we go. Keep an eye out for shadow orbs. Okay. 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 Here is one shadow orb. And that successfully used up my bombs. Great. Okay. There's another one. And there is one more. Okay. Whoops. Wrong button. So if I can get a few more bombs, I can definitely get that thing summoned. And hopefully defeat it this time. I would really like to get a second boss done. You know, this also seems like it could be a pretty good place to start building a elevator. I can't remember what King Slime needs. But King Slime would be ideal. Okay. It's 20 gel and a crown. The crown is crafted with ruby and gold platinum. And that's at a demon altar. Okay. There we go. Fresh breath. Continue the dig. There we go. The exploration continues. Ooh, emeralds. Nice. If we aren't able to get King Slime today, or if we aren't able to get the Eater of Worlds today, we will definitely go for King Slime. But I think I probably will be able to get both. Okay. Dig this way. Refresh my air supply. Down we go. And dig to the side. And dig up. And back down. Place campfires at the battle site. They brew through region and their proximity. This alone helps a ton. Yes, you are right. I need to do that. Okay. Okay. Continue the dig. Okay. And continue the dig. Hello, Mystic Moth. My dear friend, welcome to the stream. Grab some air and keep digging into the next chamber. Excellent. And down even more. Okay. And air pocket. And back down. We are going straight down. We are taking this lake to hell. Ooh, treasure. God damn it. That is so annoying. And now I have to cross the jungle at night. Go away, demon eye. Okay, down we go. So far, the pit's going pretty good. Nice. Cool. Platinum bars and the extractinator placing silk socks fossil piles turns them into something more useful. Okay. Dead man's chest. Interesting. Anyway, let's continue with the dig. I fear that we have lost most of our water at this point. Ooh. Oh, okay. That's actually some good stuff to have. Okay, we need to get rid of some stuff. Screw the silt. Screw the one dart trap. Screw the zombie banner. I don't trust this dead man's chest. Don't need the slime banner. Okay. Life crystal. More health, always good. More topaz. Cool. flipper, you can just go there. Radar, you can go here. I'll lose your detection, but that should be okay. Sorry, my message seems to have broken off. Yeah, the Dead Man's Chest comparable to the Redstone chest. Definitely so. Okay, that is a boatload of platinum. That is excellent news. And straight into another batch of water. And air pocket. Nice. And back to the dig. We got some lead, that's fine. More platinum ore, that's fantastic. Okay. There we go. Down we go. Okay. This is quite a hole I'm building. Because the play is bad. Yes. The idea is that this is going to be my elevator. Oh, another worm. Alright, let's go. God knows we're going to have plenty of water heading down. Okay. And let the dig continue. So many new chatters. Mods? There are no mods. Not in my chat, and not in the game. And I have no interest in adding mods to this game at this point. Alright. Emeralds. Okay. And the dig continues. Which bosses have we killed? The Eye of Cthulhu. That concludes the list of bosses I have killed. I nearly killed the Eater of Worlds, but unfortunately failed when it was at like 200 health. So if I want to fight it again, I'm going to have to break more Shadow Orbs. And one of my corruption biomes, thanks to my previous attempt, is basically no longer full of any Shadow Orbs. So, not exactly an ideal situation. Yeah, only the Eye of Cthulhu. Okay. Get the air. Oh, okay. So that's actually bombs. Bomb is good. What can I throw out for the sake of my bombs? Rotten chunks. Sure. And I've got this one piece of dynamite I might as well throw. Nice. Ooh. Okay. Damn it. What size world are we playing in? Medium. Okay, any... Oh, that's great. That's real flippin' great. Okay. So, apparently, naturally spawning minecarts can take your ass through lava. That's great. Hardened sand block, screw that. Recall potions, never gonna need them. Life crystals, eat that. Oh, wait, this is underground jungle. Yeah, that's absolutely not a place I want to be right now. Well, I just dropped all my stuff in the lava that the minecart goes through. And pretty sure that means I'm not getting back any of that gold. So that's unfortunate. So, how well was the elevator doing? Honestly, not too bad. Why don't you put your gold in a piggy bank? If you want my advice, find a sky island. I have found 2 already. I had taken my gold out of the piggy bank because I was hoping one of my NPCs in the desert or the jungle would sell a pylon. They didn't. So I had not returned back to my main home and put my stuff back in the piggy bank since then. You can buy things while your money is in the piggy bank. See, that is the kind of information that I really should have been made aware of much earlier than on my, what, 5th, I think, stream of Terraria? Either 5th or 6th? If there is one thing I have learned from playing Terraria, it is that if there is anybody who doesn't know important stuff about Terraria, it's the people who play Terraria. Okay. Tools. That's a tool. That's a tool. Consumables. Spelunker, danger sense. Armor and accessories. Nothing new there. Miscellaneous. Materials. Quick stack. Fauna. Quick stack. Also add the green mushroom. The moon glow. Crafted stuff. Corrupt torches, jungle torches, ores, and gems. That might be enough silver ore to complete this set. I just need a silver helmet. There we go. Put that in with the armor. Put these in with my ores and gems. What class are you playing? It's probably going to be Ranger. There is a real slime party going on right now. Yep, it does let me buy from savings. Okay. Buy a bunch of bombs. That'll be fine. Yeah, right. The king slime, which I need a crown. So we'll take silver bars, rubies, and I think gel? Is 13 really all the gel I have? How is that even possible? I must have gel elsewhere. Unless I used a crap load of gel on something. Huh. Oh well. if it's really a gel issue, it's not going to be a gel issue for very long. And I do not actually have a way to get on top of my own roof. Would you please get the hell away from me? I am trying to do something. Thank you. There. Now, let's continue doing this. If we were suffering a gel shortage, I don't think we're suffering a gel shortage now. So I don't think... Oh, right. The crown is crafted at the demon altar. Okay. I mean, that's got to be plenty of gel for this. Alright, let's head back. Once again, we are moving to the corruption. Once again... Well, first we're going to see if we can craft the item to summon King Slime. And then we're going to try to break shadow orbs. And conjure up our good friend, the Eater of Worlds. And if everything goes well, I will actually complete 2 more bosses before I end stream in 15-20 minutes or so. I would be quite satisfied with that. 3 bosses down over 3 hours, as well as a very, very significant increase in my power, my defenses, and my exploration of the world. So... Whew. Sure is a long walk, though. But I also have, what, 40% more life than the last time I fought the Eater of Worlds, so that's good. Kill the slimes. I mean, I'm just walking through them. So, whatever gets killed, gets killed. Oh, right. I can't craft a thing for King Slime because I never got a crown. I think you have to go there with gel and a crown, maybe? I don't actually remember how that works. If you want enough to spawn King Slime, you want to spawn him, right? I don't think it matters since I don't have a crown. And I don't think I was able to make a crown. So I'm assuming the issue is that I don't have enough silver. You don't need the crown. Okay. In Slime Rain, which is happening now, if you kill 150 slimes, you spawn it. For the spawn item, you actually do need the crown. Do we have any sense of how many slimes I have already killed then? Or how long, like, a slime rain would last? Because if we can just get King Slime spawned this way... Okay, so that's... Since my achievements are broken, it's actually helping track a bit. So that would be the 100th slime I've killed today. Definitely not just during this rainstorm, though. So... probably have to kill somewhere around 60 to 70 more, which should be fine. Shouldn't be much of a problem then. Well, apparently that was my 100th green slime. So my total slime kill number should be pretty damn high by now. Hello, Amadeus. Welcome to the stream. There we go. There's some more slimes. Doing pretty good on our fights. Don't speak French, but Tagalog. Come on. We need more slimes. Truly, surely I have to be getting close to a goal of 150 slimes, right? I mean, I've killed so damn many of these things. Thought about your class yet? Probably Ranger. There we go. Okay, now it's boss time. Yeah, it definitely still does more damage using the boomerang. Yeah, boomerang is still definitely my best option right now. Ooh, Spelunker Potion. That's nice. Come on. Sir, could you just, like, bugger off for a sec? There. Okay. Okay, so I've got Solidifier, Ninja Hood, which increases my critical strike chance, Slime Gun, Slimy Saddle. Okay. Slimy Saddle works for me. So you're doing Eater of Worlds now, or calling it a day? I am going to go do the Eater of Worlds. And it's going to be a hell of a lot easier to get there now. Woo! Quilly, you should get the Boom Chick, Mini Shark, or the Biome Blow in the Corrupted Biome. Just tell me you keep the Copper Short Sword. No idea. Probably not. You need it for the best melee sword. Well, then we're not getting the best melee sword. Just a little bit further to go. Focus on getting weapons and armor. My focus is to get this. Get fossil armor. You see, since I am not familiar with Terraria, I don't know how I would get fossil armor. I don't know what advantages I would gain by having fossil armor. I require more information. Okay, now we are ready. Okay. Damn it. Okay. There we go. Okay. Put a platform here. There we go. Okay, Shadow Orb has been done. I am in desperate need of a breath of air. And back up. Gotta have piercing weapons to fight against Eater of Worlds. I already basically killed it. Like, I had it down to 200 when I died, so I'm really not concerned about an inability to hurt it. This damnable thing. There. Okay. Alright. Eater has spawned. Okay. Okay. Doing pretty good. Let's get out of there. Let's get into a more controllable environment. If indeed a more controllable environment exists. Doing pretty good. It's already below half, and I'm still at full health. Okay. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna beat it. This is not a problem. Okay. There we go. Eater of Worlds has been conquered. Not bad. So I got myself a Shadow Orb, Shackle, Hook, Demonite Ore, Shadow Scales, Vile Mushrooms, Corrupt Torches. Fair amount of stuff. Didn't actually mean to use a Spelunker Potion. I just hit the one button that consumes all of my buffing things. And it decided... You know what? Sticky bombs. There we go. Has he beaten the Eye of Cthulhu yet? Yes, I have. Okay. I think that is going to be it for today's stream. I had a pretty good time, made a lot of progress, got a fair amount of stuff done. Let's see. In the crafted stuff, we'll put the extra torches. For the tools, we'll have the solidifier, the slime gun. In the consumables, we will put our iron skin potion. In the miscellaneous, the banners that I found. Material. Hold on to that. Material. Equipable, weapon. Cool. Health potions are fine to have. Recall potions go in with the consumables. Armor and accessories. Materials. Put all of that lovely stuff into the chest. Put away the shurikens. Alright. I think that's good. Quill, craft the biome bow that will help you. Are you referring to something specifically called the biome bow? Because otherwise I don't know what you are referring to. Okay, money is put away. And yeah, I think that's it. So thank you all so much for watching. I am on vacation all of next week, so there will be no live streams next week. The next Terraria stream will be 2 weeks from today. I will still have daily gameplay videos coming out during that time. The current daily series are Mario 64 Chaos Edition, Tactics Ogre Reborn, and Call to Power 2 is also going to have episodes coming out during that time. So, thank you everybody who came by today. I really appreciate it. It's always good having people. And, yeah, I think that's about it. I had better go and finish packing, getting ready for this trip. So, I will see you all on the next one, and it is time to make the sound to summon the end of the stream. Wow, 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 wow.